We are going to talk about uteroplacental circulation. To improve uterine blood flow or to establish uteroplacental circulation, we have to do these things. Place the mother in left lateral position to improve placental circulation, which in turn decreases frequency of uterine contraction. Next, stop the oxytocin drop if it is being infused. Third is, we should give or it should be given terbutaline 0.25 mg subcutaneously or intravenously if the uterus is hypertonic. Correct maternal hypotension following epidural analgesia with immediate infusion of 1 liter of Lingus lactate or Lingus solution. Infusion rate of IV fluid should be increased to increase uterine flow. Blood transfusion also prevents the blood coagulative disorders and ensure the patient to be in better position. Best guide of adequate blood transfusion is central venous pressure, which should be maintained at about 10 cm of water. To maintain adequate organ transfusion, it is necessary to keep a hematocrit of at least 30% and a urinary output of at least 30 ml per hour with liberal intravenous fluid or blood transfusion. Uteroplacental circulation is disturbed due to separation of the placenta, which either may be provoked by trauma, including vaginal examination, external version, or during high rupture of the membrane, or physiologically as the placental growth slows down in later months of the pregnancy and the lower segment progressively dilates, the inelastic placenta is seared off the wall of the lower segment. This leads to the opening of uteroplacental vessels, which leads to an episode of bleeding. Placenta is mainly formed of decidua basilis and chorionic frondosum, which consists of uterine placental vessels and sinusoids. Blood is almost always maternal, although fetal blood may escape from the torn villi, especially when the placenta is separated during trauma. Mechanism of a spontaneous control of bleeding are thrombosis of the opening sinuses, mechanical pressure by the presenting part, and third is placental infarction.